Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of Babe Brews. This one is going to be super exciting. We have a local resident. His name is Doug Hogate, and he is a ghost hunter. I can't wait until you guys talk or get to see him on our show. This week in the cafe has been super busy. It's the holiday season. Fall's fully kicked off.
Yes, come get your Halloween flights before they end on November 1st and 2nd. Because I will be starting Christmas.
How can they end on November 1st and 2nd? That don't make sense.
Because that's the last 2 days for them.
Why don't you just say they end on November 2nd?
They end on November 2nd.
Okay.
Well, 1st and 2nd. It's a weekend.
Yeah, but they don't end on the 1st. They end on the 2nd.
1st and 2nd.
Anyhow, guys, we'll be right back with Doug Hogate. All right, guys, welcome back to Babe Brews. Today we have the talented Doug Hogate on our show, and he is a ghost hunter.
Ghostbusters.
You had a jumps team that you led?
I still do.
Oh, I didn't realize you still did.
It's on his shirt.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
This is vintage shirt, too.
Ooh, I like
Yes.
it. I like it. Oh, well, tell us a little bit about jumps.
So, let's see. I started back in 2008. And I've always had an interest in the paranormal.
Okay.
And I grew up loving ghost stories. I've never experienced anything, though. A lot of people that get into this, it's because
I experienced stuff.
Oh yeah, a lot of people get into it because they've had things happen as children and they want to explore it more.
Right.
Me, I've just been a weirdo, and I've loved it.
You're not a weirdo.
Oh, that's okay.
You're unique.
So I tried to start I tried to join a team, and it's not that I didn't agree with them. It's just I wasn't vibing with them. So I'm like, well, why not? Why not do this? And this is when shows like Ghost Hunters and especially Ghost Hunters came out. I'm like, I could try that.
Oh,
so
cool.
I started to buy equipment, and that's how I kind of got started. And it just kind of blew up from there.
I can remember you did something in Salem County where we met at a park. We all got on a bus, and you took us to different locations, and you gave us monitors. That was so fucking cool. You need to do that again. I think it would just explode here. That was really, really neat. It was spooky, too. It was good.
It's funny you say that. I'm bringing it back, and I already sold out.
You're kidding. I didn't even see it. I think I should get VIP, just going to say.
If you guys would like to go on the tour.
Oh, my God. I would love that.
Yes. So,
I can remember that. And I had an experience. We had gone to the Barrett Plantation.
Yes.
And we had gone up to the top floor in the room. And I remember you guys saying something about a kid up there or something.
Pumpkin.
Oh, is that his name?
That's
Pumpkin?
what they call him, Pumpkin.
Oh.
Yep.
I remember standing up there and you were talking, and like the woman was up there that had the house and stuff. And I kept feeling like air on the side of me, and I heard somebody whisper. I thought y'all were fucking with me.
Yeah.
So I turned around because the ceilings were kind of sloped, and I turned around and kept looking, thinking if there was like a pinhole, somebody was blowing air on me or something like that. And I'm like, oh my God. And I remember saying to my daughter, my mom was with me. I said, honest to God, I just heard something and I felt something in my ear. I walked out, and we had gone outside, and you were like, did anybody experience anything in here? Blah, blah. And I didn't want to say nothing because I thought either somebody's going to think I'm crazy or they're going to think I'm lying and made it up just for the show. But I will swear on my nephew's grave that I heard and felt something in my ear in that top of that thing. I've never been back in there again, but they had like a Christmas event, and I didn't actually go in the house with the tour or whatever, but that was, I really did experience something.
Oh, yeah.
That was really neat.
Barrett's Plantation is fantastic. I've done a couple investigations there, and the owners are phenomenal.
Wow.
And they actually agreed for it to be on this store as well. It's always a big hit.
Yeah.
And again, we've investigated. I've done little private tours there, and it's one of my favorite places that I've done locally.
That was, and speaking of private tours, you had come to our house before we tore it down. So just a long story short, we had bought land. I had a house, I believe it was built in 1690 on it. And we were experiencing a few little things. And I said, before it's tore down, I said, why don't we have you come in with your team? And just a funny story to this before you guys came in. It was probably about 11 o'clock, 11:30, and we're all quiet. You're doing your investigation in the house, and we hear like this noise. And I remember one of your guys said, okay, wait, we're picking something up on the monitors, blah, blah. It was Marlena and my brother-in-law eating chips. and it was coming through the speakers. I'm like, what is going on? So that was the first thing. And then the second thing that happened was me just being an ass clown. We had no furniture or anything in the house just because we tried to renovate it for a year. It was just a disaster. So that's when we decided to tear it down. But I was sitting in like one of the little pop-up fold-up, stadium chairs or whatever. And I thought, let me be funny. Your guy was on the floor like with his monitor, like everybody's doing their thing. I ripped the biggest fart in that chair. And I said, I'm releasing the demons. Your guy looked up off that floor and like had this piercing look at me like he wanted to kill me.
No.
And I said, okay, I think it's time for us to go. So we wound up leaving after that. But you guys actually had footage and of down in the basement where you guys did hear something over the monitor. It sounded like a woman's voice or something like that.
Yes. And in fact, so a quick history of your property in that house. So you live right near what's called Muttontown Woods.
Correct.
There's all kinds of haunting stories about Muttontown Woods. There have even been claims of the Jersey Devil being spotted there. But your property, the original owner, because that is one of the oldest properties in Salem County.
Hippolyte Lefevre was the original owner.
Yes. So he was a sheep farmer.
Okay, yep.
And Muttontown Woods is named that because of mutton.
Yep.
And so you have ties to Muttontown Woods and why it was in there. So, again, with that being said, the amazing history just of the property itself, but down in the basement was the most active. In fact, my sister, Jenna, she had never been on an investigation before. She wanted to give it a try, so I let her come, and she was down in the basement. And I remember being with her, and she became so
emotional.
Overwhelmed.
Yeah, I remember that.
With emotion that she had to leave. I had to walk her out.
Yeah.
And not saying that was anything evil, but that's what can happen when you do this.
I agree.
Yeah.
So on that note, tell us, sorry I have a fly swatter, but there's a fucking fly that's been driving me crazy all morning. As soon as I put it, I swear flies can see, because as soon as I put it away, it's going to come back out.
It's like, nope.
Oh my gosh. So tell us, I know you've done a lot of investigation stuff. Tell us one of your most, like, I guess, freakiest or scariest things that you ever experienced or somebody did in your team, the most haunted house or something like that. Like, give us like something really scary.
Okay. Well, there's two that kind of tie. First is Gettysburg.
Okay.
Everybody's been to Gettysburg. Obviously, it's the location of the Battle of Gettysburg, 1863. We were invited to come investigate the Homestead Orphanage and the Jenny Wade House.
Okay.
The Homestead Orphanage, the reason that is so, the whole place is haunted, but the reason that the Homestead Orphanage is because a woman named Rosa Carmichael at the time, she had an orphanage, brought in children, but she was very abusive to them. Ugh. And so down in the basement, there's a well that she would stick the children in and leave them there for days. Oh. And so down in the basement, I like to get nasty when I hear things like that.
Yeah.
So I'm standing in between. There's an old wooden door. One area is where she locked the children. The other area was just a basement where they still had the chains on the wall.
Oh, my God.
Where she would chain them up.
Oh, wow.
This is so freaky already.
So I'm standing kind of in that midway where the door is, old wooden door, and I have my team with me. So I say, if you can do this to children, let's see what you can do to me.
No, you don't say that to ghosts.
So I am provoking the hell out of her or anyone there. And I'm just like, come on, let's see something. Time goes on, nothing happens. So I start talking to my team. And out of nowhere, the door that I'm standing in between slams onto me.
No, I would have shit myself.
Knocking me down off of this step. No, I was excited. I'm like, yes. I'm like, is that all you got? Nothing else happened.
No, I would have crapped myself. That would have been it, Doug. I would have been like, no, not today, Satan.
And scary wise, I look at it like this. There have been some things that have happened all the places I've traveled that kind of make you go, oh,
yeah.
But I look at it like this. We're providing a service for people who are scared.
Yeah.
So we're coming in and we're trying to find out what's going on.
Yeah, I'm scared just listening to that story. So would that ghost that hit you at the door, would it be considered like a poltergeist?
So poltergeist can be defined many ways. A poltergeist, I wouldn't really necessarily call it that because when it comes to a poltergeist, that's the type of haunting that will particularly be tied to a person.
Okay.
Because they're feeding off of the energy and they can just as much show up, just as much disappear.
All right.
So that's where you get what they call a noisy spirit. Where
Is
you
that
get
like the Conjuring house kind of stuff?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. You have the doors slamming, you wake up and all your doors in your kitchen are open.
Oh my God.
And that can typically happen when someone has a lot of, let's say, emotion going on in their life, like they're feeding off of a person.
Oh.
So if there's poltergeist activity and we go and someone asks us to come in, they leave and nothing happens, but yet when they're there,
it happens.
It'll happen. That's kind of where you get the poltergeist.
Where's like the cutoff for ghosts? Because I'm like thinking like we always think of like the ghosts, like the Victorian ones or like the older ones. But like, what about like modern? Like, what if I get like a ghost singing like Britney Spears up in my house? Like, you know what I mean? No, like where like what
Michael
if it's
Jackson.
like like or like the Elvis sound coming out? You know what I mean? Like, there's so many like more modern things. Like, I don't know.
And you're right. There is that can happen. I've done investigations on people who have had family members just pass, and things have happened, and they want to know if it's them because the activity didn't start picking up until they left. So you're right. I mean, it all depends. You got to look at. I mean, we take a lot of things into consideration. We take the claims, the property, the history of the property, and anything recent. I do an entire historical background on a property from as far back to as current as possible to see what could be the cause of it. I did a house, I remember many years ago. The house was only built like 8 months.
Oh, wow.
And activity started to pick up. Well, doing research, found out there were a lot of car accidents that took place in front of that house.
Ooh.
So kind of the conclusion to that is
all the spirits were still out there.
That could still be out there. They're kind of embedded into the property. I mean, everyone is different. And you're right. Now, if I've never got an EVP of someone singing Britney Spears, but I'll tell you right now.
Dead, Marlene.
If
I'm talking about people that liked it in the early 2000s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, little tay-tay on my recorder, you know, so.
Oh my God. I can remember this fly is still fucking here, I swear to God.
It's a ghost.
He's going to be a ghost when he's dead. But I can remember when you did our house before you were done, you said you had done like a little prayer or something like that to make sure there was no more, spirits or anything like that. You told him to go to the other side. I still have had a couple little things happen, but nothing like before. Like when we were in the house, Marlena, like the upstairs window was fogged out. Her and her friend saw like somebody was breathing in it. And before we had bought the property, actually after we bought the property, everyone was like, oh my God, you know the house, the old Peterson house is haunted. I'm like, oh God, what are we getting into? But
I just try not to believe in ghosts and stuff. Like you said, the whole energy thing. I'm like, if I put off the energy that I don't believe, there's just nothing that's going to happen. The only thing that ever happened that really bothered me was we were playing in the maid quarters one night, like in the extra bedroom upstairs that was for the maids. My friend and I were just playing dress up or something. We were little. And my mom was out back working like down by the gardens or whatever. And we hear guys.
Sorry, Doug.
It's okay.
We hear men talking in the kitchen, like a full-blown conversation. And we're like, all right, cool, my dad's here. Like, they must have brought us lunch. Like, we're hungry. We go downstairs and nobody's there, but we just heard guys talking, having a full-blown conversation in the kitchen. She's all the way out back, like, down by the... I'm like, what the heck? It was the only weird thing that's ever happened, like, that I've been like,
Yeah, I've had all kinds
and
of
I remember that in particular.
Yes, I repent that energy.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. Is I never try to sit there and convince someone who's skeptical, who doesn't believe. I don't sit there and try to convince them otherwise. It's when they want to argue with me.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
But all I tell them is I have more evidence proving that something's going on than you have saying it's not. I mean, something is going on that people experience. I don't care if you believe or don't believe. These things happen.
I'm
Right.
sure
Yeah.
there's something because I'm like, I
Right.
believe in angels and stuff. So if there's angels, there has to be the opposite kind
Absolutely.
of side. Of it. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yep.
So
I couldn't agree more. I mean, again, just because I do this, I believe in God, I believe in the devil.
Right.
There's just something in between that's occurring that people experience.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure.
And that's kind of what we do. Now, on the same token, I've done many investigations where we don't find anything. Now, right away, if we don't find anything, because we're there 1, maybe 2 nights, I don't say, yeah, well, you're full of crap. You kind of,
Right.
it's like putting together a puzzle. And I'm not afraid to tell someone, hey, I think that what you're experiencing could be this. Because that's what we're looking for, too, in investigations. We're looking for if somebody hears footsteps down a hallway
Yeah.
and it's an old house, well, sometimes you just need that extra person coming in
Right.
to say, hey, this is the cause of it. It's not this. One example of that is I was on a show called Ghost Nation. It was on the Travel Channel. And we investigated a house in Mantua. And I investigated it first, privately, got evidence. We came in and we filmed. We spent a week there.
Oh, wow.
And we found that a lot of the activity that was occurring was because of an old faulty light switch in their youngest son's bedroom.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
So that could be one of 2 things. It was presenting a high EMF or energy, and it was an electrical issue. Now, that could also feed anything that's there because it's all out of whack, or it could make people think they're experiencing something
Right.
they actually are not.
Does that pick up on, because I see here that you use like digital recorders, digital camera, EMF detectors. So will something like that set off your equipment too?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
especially the EMF detector, which is electromagnetic field, and we
Okay.
use multiple different types of EMF readers for that. We'll take a base reading before the investigation gets started. Of course, do it because we use it as a communication tool as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot of people want to say that's like a digital Ouija board, which we do not do. We don't mess around with
You
that.
never mess with the Ouija.
Never.
I've never done that. Is
I'm
it like
yeah.
afraid of the
actually
Ouija.
like?
Yeah,
So-
you don't fuck with the Ouija boards.
Yeah, a lot of times that people do it and it's portrayed as a game, but it's not because you're opening a door, but you're not closing it. And you could be getting responses and exciting, but you don't know who or what is
Yeah.
answering.
I would start crying.
I'd poop myself.
Well, you know what? I like,
Just kidding.
and I'm also always afraid that like if ghosts are real, I like talk to them. So I've been spending a lot of time in a house like alone cleaning and getting like doing stuff in it. So I talk. I'm like, I'm cleaning your house right now. Like you bet. Like I'm great. Like my aesthetic's nice. This house is really clean because of me. You can't haunt me.
Nice.
That's great.
nothing-
I do.
house.
I do that.
But that's something that we encourage people who we help do. If we don't see that it's anything, and because a lot of times people will be okay with it, as long they just want confirmation it's not evil.
I'm
Right.
like, this fireplace needed scrubbing. You're welcome.
Right, but that's good as long as you're communicating. If there is something there, as long as you're communicating, be like, look,
Right.
you can hang out here, you can be here, just kind of leave me alone. And
Let me tell you what she did. This was when we first moved into the house that we had built right over top the other one we tore down. It was, I'm going to say it was within the year. She says, Mom, she goes, I don't want to go in my bedroom. I'm like, why not? So, because I saw a boy looking at me in my mirror. Like, what the fuck? So I went down all brave. And really, I pooped myself. Just kidding. I went down all brave and I walked in the room like, look, whoever you are, you need to leave my daughter's room. Because I legit, like, she had me like scared to death.
yeah,
That, like, she said, there was a boy looking at me in the mirror. I'm like, what?
I think
That was so freaky.
I think haunted things can also hold on to objects and stuff. Objects. That's why I'm like people buying stuff at thrift stores.
Is that the
sometimes.
Annabelle doll? Can
That
that,
is-
happen?
Well, yes.
Because I have this really old Victorian hutch that I'm leaving at our house. You're welcome. With a big skeleton key, and that's whenever like anything weird. I had that in my room,
That's where you saw the reflection.
and that's what I
in that
keep in my
mirror.
closet. Don't tell me that.
You're so
because
my
the
God.
skeleton key is in my drawer, and that's in my closet in the corner. Turned
We got
around.
that at a thrift shop.
And it makes me. And I always had my dolls in it. And that thing
Yeah.
has like different energy. I never touched it. I never painted it.
That
I
was
only cleaned it.
beautiful. No, we got that at a thrift shop. Me and Grammy did for you.
Yes,
It's pretty.
You're welcome. The key is in my drawer if you want it, but I'm not opening it.
It held your American Girl dolls in it and the boy's reflection.
yeah. Well, and objects, that's another factor.
Yes.
People will get things from yard sales, thrift stores.
Okay.
antique shops. You don't know what kind of history that has.
Yeah.
I did investigation, a private resident on a woman who had a doll.
Uh-huh.
It was passed down
Oh, God.
by family all the way back as far as her great grandmother. And she had brought it into her house and started having all this activity.
Ugh.
Well, of course, while we're investigating, I want to hold the doll.
Oh.
So I did. And I was getting intelligent responses while holding the doll. Now, it doesn't mean that it's evil. It's just there's
Right.
an attachment.
Oh, my
And,
God.
I mean, if you're having things happen with this,
I would have drop kicked that doll out the door.
y'all are not going to be able to sleep tonight.
Oh, I'll sleep like a baby. It
Oh,
In
don't
my
bother me.
closet, turned around, the key is tucked away. I actually found the key the other day. It was so random. It was in my drawer, but it's in the bottom, but it was on the top. And I was like, that's so weird. I've never touched.
Gizmo got it
But
out.
Gizmo does open drawers. My cat, so
Oh.
he's like part human.
Let's
so.
not even get on the Gizmo subject.
Someone's
Yeah.
talking to Gizmo to say,
Jeez.
open up the
Oh my
hush.
God.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't want to put these thoughts in your head. Okay, never mind.
Well, I can think of another ghost story. So the house that we tore down, my bedroom was going to be the primary bedroom, the huge one, because princess, you know. And so the guys that had lived there before, one of their sons came home from working or something and went upstairs to his room. And he said there was a full-blown man standing in the bedroom. They said he wouldn't come in the house for 2 days. He slept in the car.
Yeah.
There's a place in Salem. She doesn't live there anymore, but it's on Market Street, which is a very historic town and street. And it was an old bed and breakfast. And at the time, the lady that owned it had a photographer crew come in and weren't even from the area. This guy who was the photographer came. She described him as like looking like biker guy, tattooed up, big dude, didn't look like anybody could mess with him. They woke up the following morning. Everyone's there but him.
Oh, God.
And they said, well, where'd he go? He said he woke up in the middle of the night with a woman standing at the foot of his bed and he bounced.
Yeah,
Oh, my
absolutely
God.
not.
He left.
Oh, wow.
And the story with this place is she only showed herself to men.
Oh.
what the hell?
I
She's a
know.
hoe.
Yeah. I know a gentleman who he's a painter and he saw her.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
So-
no.
Wow.
But then they used to say that every day at noon,
Excuse me.
somebody would walk through the kitchen, like you could hear the footsteps. And they said there was an older woman that used to live in the house and was always in the kitchen cooking. And so like maybe it was her because we had a summer kitchen in the back as well. So kind of walking through the kitchen to the summer kitchen, then it would stop. Like
Yeah.
every day at noon, they said you could hear it.
And now that's what you call residual.
Oh, okay.
So a residual haunting is something that it's not like it's trying to communicate with you. Think of it as a constant tape recorder. It's just
Okay.
replaying over and over again.
All right.
And it's just something that she probably did every day. If it happens at the same time, it could happen the same time every day, once a year, just one in particular time. And
wow.
And that's what that. That's a residual.
Well, so far we've been good. All right, Doug. So tell us, you have a podcast as well. You said
I do. Yes. Not necessarily on the paranormal realm of
that's
things.
okay. And what's it called?
It's called Sibling Things Podcast. I do it with my younger brother and sister.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
This is called Babe Brews. I do it with my annoying daughter, and it's not fun. Just kidding. I love it.
Don't worry. My siblings are annoying.
Aw.
So.
Is there anywhere else? Any other? You said you have another event coming up that already sold out.
Yes.
Do you have anything else in the works coming up? Or
So yeah, October is always busy for me. This will be my 12th year participating with the Mullica Hill Ghost Walk,
oh, that's fun.
hosted by Harrison Township Historical Society.
That's cool.
Again, I have this bus tour, Ghost Tour of Salem County, taking place October 11th. I'm also participating with the Ghost Train, which is taking place at Woodstown Central.
That'll be fun. That's cool.
So,
Good
yeah,
for you.
Yeah, there's a lot of things.
Yeah.
And of course, my regular work.
Oh yeah. So I never told you we do a thought of the day. So unless you have something off the top of your head, but I'll do my thought of the day. My thought of the day is let's get caught in a world of coffee, ghost stories, and rainy nights. What's yours, Marlena?
I'm finding it.
I figured that.
Okay. My thought of the day is sometimes the scariest monsters are the ones we create in our heads, our minds.
I love it.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
Because you kind of like, I don't know, psych yourself up, or you think things are bigger or scarier than they actually are.
Yeah, right.
And you can manifest things that way too.
Yes, I'm big on manifesting.
Yes.
I'm not manifesting nothing.
That's why I said I'm talking about
Except
how clean
money.
I'm making their house.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
I'm like, look, it's so beautiful.
Doug, thank you so much. This was
Hey,
a lot of fun.
Thank you for having me. I
definitely
appreciate this.
want to have you on again. And if anybody has any questions or anything like that, make sure you put it in the comments below. I'm sure that Doug would love to answer them. And be sure to follow him on social media and his podcast. Say it again one more time for me.
It's called Sibling Things Podcast.
Yep.
I also have a website for the team if
Oh,
anybody's
that's cool.
interested.
Yeah. Oh, it jumps.
Yes, it's www.jumpsteam.com.
That's cool.
Perfect.
And be sure to follow Boss Babe Brews on all your social media platforms, your favorite platforms that you love to listen to your podcasts on.
This has been Boss Babe Brews, hosted by Valerie and Marlena Robinson, recorded at Hens and Honey Shop in Swedesboro, New Jersey, and produced by Breakdown Media. Follow Hens and Honey on Instagram and TikTok for more, and make sure you subscribe to get new episodes every Friday.